QCM means quadrature carrier multiplexing. It is also known with two other names like QAM means quadrature amplitude modulation, as well as BWCS means bandwidth conservation scheme. So QCM is also known as QAM or bandwidth conservation scheme. We have seen the effect of phase error over the output of the synchronous detector when the value of phase error is equals to 90 degree. In that case, we are going to get null at the output. Therefore, it is known as quadrature null effect. So scientists took the advantage of this quadrature null effect to introduce new scheme to us, which is known as QCM, quadrature carrier multiplexing. So it actually took the advantage of quadrature null effect. The scheme is performing like this. Observe this. This scheme enables two DSBSC wave resulting from the application of two different message signals to occupy the same transmission bandwidth, and we can see this application in the color TV. Quadrature carrier multiplexing क्या करता है? It enables two DSBSC wave. इसका मतलब आप किसी एक कैरियर FC पर दो मैसेज सिग्नल M1 और M2 को एक साथ एक ही चैनल से ट्रांसमिट कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम द सोर्स टू डेस्टिनेशन अप्लाइंग द स्कीम. So with the application of QCM, we can take one carrier frequency to modulate two different message signals, M1T as well as M2T. And the modulation scheme that we are going to apply is DSBSC wave. Right? So डबल साइडबैंड सप्रेस्ड कैरियर मॉड्यूलेशन यूज किया जाएगा और सिंगल कैरियर एफसी की मदद से हम दो मैसेज सिग्नल M1 और M2 को एक साथ मॉड्यूलेट करने की कोशिश करते हैं और M1 M2 को एक साथ ट्रांसमिट करने की कोशिश करते हैं फ्रॉम द सोर्स टू डेस्टिनेशन. अप टिल नाउ विदाउट द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ QCM अगर हम ऐसा करते हैं तो M1 और M2 मैसेज सिग्नल्स सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड को ऑक्यूपाई करने की वजह से एक दूसरे के मैसेज सिग्नल को डिस्टॉर्ट कर देंगे. Hence, at the receiver, जब आप मैसेज सिग्नल M1 को एक्सट्रैक्ट करने की कोशिश करेंगे, we are not going to get the message signal back at the receiver side. Why? Because it is mingled with the frequencies of M2, because they both occupying the same spectrum. So this was the limitation earlier. But with the application of QCM, we can perform this and we can send the two message signals simultaneously over one frequency with one carrier frequency FC from the same channel at one time, right? So let us observe the block diagram of the transmitter side first and then the receiver side. So let us observe करने की कोशिश करते हैं transmitter side का diagram किस तरीके का होने वाला है. See, in this transmitter, observe the inputs. We have two message signal M1T as well as M2T. When M1T is given as the input to the product modulator or multiplier, the another input will be the carrier signal which is AC cos 2 pi FCT. So M1T को हमने actually modulate किया DSBSC modulation की method की मदद से we have modulated this message over the carrier frequency FC. तो इस केस में मैसेज सिग्नल जो होगा वो FC कैरियर फ्रीक्वेंसी पर शिफ्ट हो जाएगा, राइट? एंड द प्रोडक्ट मॉड्यूलेटर will multiply M1T with AC cos 2 pi FCT and will generate a DSBSC signal which is S1T. And this S1T will be given as the input to the summer with a positive polarity. Same way, if we observe another product modulator, inputs are M2T as well as, see the another input, दूसरा input क्या है? The another input is the 90 degree phase shift version of the carrier signal AC cos 2 pi FCT. So when you shift cos of 2 pi FCT with 90 degree, we are going to get AC sin 2 pi FCT. So the product modulator 2 will have two inputs as M2T as well as AC sin 2 pi FCT. And the result of the product modulator will be S of 2T. This S of 2T will be given to the input, to the summer with the positive polarity. So summer के पास दो inputs आने वाले हैं, S1T as well as S2T. Output of the summer will be S of T. Right? So from the figure, we can say S of T is equals to S1T plus S of 2T. From the figure, we can say S of T is S1T plus S of 2T. And what is the value of S1T? S1T is multiplication of M1T as well as AC cos of 2 pi FCT. S2T is the multiplication of M2T as well as AC sin 2 pi FCT. So this is the modulated waveform S of T, जिसको हम send करेंगे from the transmitter side. This S of T is actually occupying the same carrier frequency, which is FC. If we could observe, cos of 2 pi FCT पर जो मैसेज सिग्नल मॉड्यूलेट किया जा रहा है, दैट इज M1T. सो M1T विल टेक द फ्रीक्वेंसी फ्रॉम FC minus W1 to FC plus W1 in the frequency range. And M2T is modulated with the same carrier frequency, which is FC. So M2T will also take the frequency spectrum like FC minus W2 to FC plus W2. So they both centered with the same carrier frequency. Still, we can demodulate the message signal M1T and M2T at the receiver side without any distortion. How? Let us observe the receiver side for this. इसको एनालाइज करने के लिए कि रिसीवर साइड पर M1T और M2T को बिना किसी डिस्टॉर्शन की मदद से कैसे एक्सट्रैक्ट किया जा सकता है. लेट अस ऑब्जर्व द रिसीवर साइड फॉर दिस. सो लेट अस ऑब्जर्व द रिसीवर साइड ब्लॉक diagram. At the receiver side, the modulated waveform S of T will be received, and this S of T will be given to the two different product modulator. Product modulator 1 will have two inputs as S of T as well as another input is from the local oscillator, which is AC dash cos of 2 pi FCT. So the output of this product modulator will be S1 dash T. Whereas for the second product modulator, the inputs are S of T as well as the 90 degree phase shift version of AC dash cos of 2 pi FCT. So 90 degree phase shift version will be AC dash sin 2 pi FCT, and the output of this product modulator is S2 dash T. These two outputs will then be filtered through the low pass filter, and the output of the low pass filter is simultaneously V1T and V2T. So V1T is the output of the low pass filter 1 and V2T is the output of low pass filter 2. This is the receiver side block diagram. Let us observe the mathematics behind this block diagram. So let us observe first the S1 dash t. From the figure, we can say S1 dash t is the multiplication of S of t with AC dash cos of 2 pi fct, and S of t is AC m1t cos of 2 pi fct plus AC m2t sin of 2 pi fct, and this will be multiplied with AC dash cos of 2 pi fct. Now I will distribute AC dash cos 2 pi fct inside the bracket. क्या मिलने वाला है? सी S1 dash t is AC dash, पहले वाले से मिलेगा आपको AC dash m1t multiplying with cos of 2 pi fct multiplying with cos of 2 pi fct, hence this is cos square of 2 pi fct. The second term will be written as AC dash m2t sin 2 pi fct multiplied with cos 2 pi fct. Right? So we have the mathematics formulas to simplify this expression. Cos square of theta can be written as 1 plus cos of 2 theta divided by 2, and 2 sin theta cos theta will be written as sine of 2 theta. So we can simplify this expression as cos square of theta will be written as 1 plus cos of 2 theta divided by 2. The rest of the terms will be written as it is, like AC dash and m1t. Same way, sin theta into cos of theta will be written as sine of 2 theta divided by 2, and rest of the terms will be written as it is, like AC dash m2t. Now, this is the expression of what? This is the expression of S1 dash t. अब इस S1 dash t को हमको किससे पास करना है? लो पास फिल्टर से, और जब लो पास फिल्टर से हम पास करेंगे तो सिर्फ लो फ्रीक्वेंसीज पास होंगी. दैट मीन्स द फ्रीक्वेंसीज विच एग्जिस्ट एट द हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी, द कंपोनेंट्स विच एग्जिस्ट एट द हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी will be filtered out using this low pass filter. So we are not going to get the components like AC dash by 2 m1t into cos of 4 pi fct, as well as AC dash by 2 m2t into sin 4 pi fct, because these two components exist at high frequency, 2 fc frequencies पर exist करते हैं. What we are going to get at the output of the low pass filter is V1t, and this is AC dash by 2 m1t. This means V1t is proportional to m1t. Got it? So from S of t, which is the combination of m1t as well as m2t, at the receiver side we can extract m1t without any distortion in the form of V1t. जब मैं V2t को ऑब्जर्व करूंगा M2t को एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए, the carrier signal will be what? It will be the 90-degree phase shift of AC dash cos of 2 pi fct. So if you observe the S of 2 dash t, S2 dash t, it is the multiplication of S of t with the 90-degree phase shift version of AC dash cos of 2 pi fct. So S2 dash t will be what? S2 dash t will be S of t multiplying with AC dash sine of 2 pi fct. Sine 2 pi fct is the 90-degree phase shift version of cos 2 pi fct. Again, the same process. Substitute the value of S of t, which is AC m1t cos of 2 pi fct plus AC m2t sin of 2 pi fct. AC dash sin 2 pi fct is the carrier frequency which is generated from the local oscillator to demodulate the message signal. Now distribute AC dash sine 2 pi fct inside the braces. Let us open the braces. Then we'll get AC dash m1t sine 2 pi fct multiply with cos 2 pi fct, and AC dash m2t sine 2 pi fct into sine 2 pi fct will become sine square 2 pi fct. Again, the same formulas will be applied to simplify the expression. 2 sine theta cos theta will be written as sine of 2 theta, and sine square of theta will be written as 1 minus cos of 2 theta divided by 2. Hence, the simplified expression will be S2 dash t is sine of 2 pi fct cos of 2 pi fct will be written as sine 2 times of 2 pi fct. That means sine of 4 pi fct divided by 2. Rest of the components AC dash m1t will be written as it is. Same way, sine square of theta will be written as 1 minus cos of 2 theta divided by 2. Rest of the components AC dash by 2 m2t will be written as it is. Again, this is the expression of S2 dash t, and this S2 dash t will be passed through the low pass filter. High frequency components will be filtered out, so we are not going to get the components like AC dash by 2 m1t sine 4 pi fct as well as AC dash by 2 m2t cos 4 pi fct. तो क्या मिलने वाला है? So after the low pass filter we are going to get V2t as AC dash by 2 m2t only. That means V2t is directly proportional to m2t. So we can extract second message signal back at the receiver side without any distortion in the form of V2t. हमने कैरियर सिग्नल और कैरियर सिग्नल के क्वाड्रेचर कंपोनेंट दैट मींस cos ऑफ 2 pi fct और sin ऑफ 2 pi fct को डिमॉड्यूलेट करने के लिए यूज किया है. सेम वे जब ट्रांसमीटर साइड पर आप कैरियर सिग्नल को यूज करेंगे तो कैरियर सिग्नल और कैरियर सिग्नल के क्वाड्रेचर कंपोनेंट को दैट मींस cos of 2 pi fct और sin of 2 pi fct को मॉड्यूलेट करने के लिए यूज किया है. So let's say M1t is modulated with cos of 2 pi fct, M2t will be modulated with sin of 2 pi fct. Both message signals occupy the same bandwidth. That means from fc minus w to fc plus w. If it is message 1, the frequency range will be from fc minus w1 to fc plus w1. Message signal 2 के केस में fc minus w2 to fc plus w2. Both will center at the same frequency f of c, which is the carrier signal frequency. दो मैसेज सिग्नल को एक साथ मॉड्यूलेट करने की इस प्रोसेस को हमने नाम दिया है क्वाड्रेचर एम्पलीट्यूड मॉड्यूलेशन और क्वाड्रेचर कैरियर मल्टीप्लेक्सिंग और बैंडविड्थ कंजर्वेशन स्कीम. सो लेट अस टेक अ नोट. टू सेंड अ सिग्नल M1t have the frequency or bandwidth of W1, we need bandwidth 2W1. अगर M1t को आप ट्रांसमिट करना चाहते हैं फ्रॉम द सोर्स टू डेस्टिनेशन, द बैंडविड्थ you need is 2W1 if you are going to modulate it with the scheme as DSBSC. If the M1t has a bandwidth or frequency W1, the required bandwidth for the modulation is 2W1. If the message signal M2t has a bandwidth W2, the required bandwidth for the modulation is 2 times of W2. Hence, M1t plus M2t should occupy the bandwidth 2W1 plus 2W2 in case if we are not going to apply QCM. But with the application of QCM, what the bandwidth requirement will be? The bandwidth requirement will be only either 2W1 or 2W2 depending on the maximum bandwidth, right? Without the application of QCM, quadrature carrier multiplexing की application के बगैर M1t plus M2t की जो बैंडविड्थ ऑक्यूपेंसी है चैनल के अंदर, दैट विल बी 2W1 प्लस 2W2. But by the application of QAM, the required bandwidth will be only the maximum of those two. The maximum of either of the two, 2W1 और 2W2, जो भी दोनों में से बड़ा होगा वो फ्रीक्वेंसी, वो बैंडविड्थ ऑक्यूपाई होने वाली है, ऑक्यूपाई करने वाले हैं दो मैसेज सिग्नल in the channel during the modulation process.